Grace, do you think that you're stigmatized by your situation at the moment?
Well, I don't know. Maybe some people are stigmatizing me. I'm not really sure of that because, to be honest, I think I'm living the best of my life at this point in my life, and that's why I encourage every person who is single to live your life really at the very best. And if you're looking at the area of stigma, really, because people don't understand, there would always be this concern. And I would say, like last time I was talking about the different things that the church does. Like, it's not just like saying, oh, this is what they do, but just trying to ways to help, really, to be honest, so that the single person is not feeling stigmatized. Is actually, let's resist the pressure to always add a marriage prayer to every birthday. Oh, by this time next year, your next birthday, you'll be in your husband's house or you'll be with your wife. It doesn't, you don't know how many times some of my friends have told me, they told somebody, oh, I had a promotion, and just celebrate with them where they are. Celebrate with us. I've had a promotion. Great. Congratulations. Not, the Lord will perfect that which concerns you.
It's just normal when people, maybe by virtue of their love for you or whatever else, feel that things should be in some order for your life. Like basically when you're waiting, sometimes you expect everything to stop, and then I remember when I actually started the PhD, the same people feel it doesn't make sense. You don't have a shy, as if I can help myself. There's nothing else I can do, And I've only just told my pastor, my friend, that I've gone out of Viva now, and he did mention that and even the one that remains and all of that. And I did mention that I was deflated because I felt overjoyed, passing my PhD. I felt it was something great.
It was an achievement, yeah.
And for you to, at the spur of the moment, remind me that, well, because what you're telling me is that, well, whatever it is that you think you have, you still have a bigger problem. Just don't over rejoice now, don't over celebrate and all of those. And to me, it means two things. It might be that the person is just, maybe out of concern, or two, maybe to just make you curtail your joy, to make you understand that, well, we've not done that, but this is actually nothing because we have something else that you do have. So I think really, it's just good that we know how to speak. The scripture say how forcible are right words. For you to know which word to say. At particular times, just to know. If you might think you're bringing encouragement to people, and you send them out of church. You might send people, even people who do not really know Christ very well. You might deflate their faith if you don't know how to bring the right word in season to such person.
The thing really, when it comes to the church relating better, is not. I remember one time discussing with Benga, and he was like, "Oh, he doesn't like the issue of introduction." It's so amazing. Sometimes people already have the kind of person they think you should marry. And you start introducing people, and it doesn't really help your credibility if you're introducing people to marry. Don't introduce someone to marry anybody that your own child is not good enough for your child, or is not good enough for your sister. You have an unmarried daughter and you're introducing me to somebody else. Why is this person not being introduced to your daughter if you are so concerned? Because sometimes it makes one feel that people are just wanting you to just be married. It doesn't matter who, and it's not like that. I remember a friend told me that someone said to her, all men are animals, just take one and tame one. And she was like, I'm definitely not a zoo.
Repeat.
I'm serious.
Can you rewind that,
I will
please?
rewind. I'll rewind. Someone said to her, all men are animals, just take one and tame one.
Hi.
Wow. And she was like, well, I'm not, last time I checked, I'm not a zoo.
It's rude. It's offensive.
Well, you would say it's offensive, but this person will tell you, people just have that, that kind of thing where stop introducing people, especially if they don't ask you. Don't get into people's business. You want to eat rice, for goodness sake. The last time I checked, Nando's is still ordering rice. eat rice there. Don't go with, it's all pressure. And some people, just like what Benga said, we drive them away from the church. I've seen as a result of this pressure, I've seen friends that were believers before together. They've done things they ought not to do. They've had to compromise just because they want to meet the status quo. And to be honest, it's not everybody that is married that is really proud of how they got there, because some of them have had to compromise, and most times it has actually been church pressure, such pressure. So they have the next testimony. They just do things they're not supposed to do. Sometimes they go with brothers that, listen, I've been there. I've seen friends, they've married. I've said, this person, we know he's not born again, but, I've seen them, they've gone in, they've come out. I've seen them, they've divorced. I've seen them in difficult situations. And sometimes I don't tell people, live your life. Enjoy your life. Do what you want to do. If you want to start a ministry, start a ministry. If you want to even adopt a child, adopt a child. You find people so angry with a single person wanting to adopt a child, saying a child needs a father and a mother. So what happens to those single homes where the father has died and the child is growing up there? We just have so much, all manner of things. You shouldn't bring a child into an environment where there is no father. If you're single and God is laying it in your heart to adopt a child, adopt a child. Go about, search, find out how would this work, and get to find out that having a child is going to affect the whole of your life. I also want to say that don't just stay waiting like some people. You meet some people and their whole attitude, they might not say, but their whole attitude is, I'm waiting for the time when I'll get married. The truth is, if you're doing that, what's going to happen is life is going to pass by. Rather than developing, rather than using this period to do things for people, let it not be that all the friends you have are single, or let it not be that you can't even help other people just because you are single. Use this time to do things for people. Use this time to even get to babysit people's children. I've had to do that. I've had to bathe people's children that were like 6 weeks old for like a week because a friend of mine is in a course. Try to use this time to develop yourself and let your life go on. Like Benga said, your life should not be in a hole because you're waiting for something. Thank you.